माय वेरी गुड फ्रेंड।
ओके सर, ओके सर। नाइस
तो
टू
अभी
मीट
आप
यू
कहीं
टू
पे
सर।
जॉब कर रहे हैं?
सर मैं द्रोणाचार्य आयुर्वेदिक एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट में जॉब कर रहा हूँ और अपना आयुर्वेदिक हॉस्पिटल भी रन कर रहा हूँ।
वेरी गुड, आई एम हैप्पी टू नो दैट। गुड गुड। मैं थोड़ा है ना यूट्यूब पे लाइव करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ मीन टाइम। तो इस कितने साल हो गए आप हॉस्पिटल चल करके आयुर्वेदिक?
सर आयुर्वेदिक हॉस्पिटल रन करते हुए मुझे 5 इयर्स हो गए सर। उससे पहले
वेरी
क्लिनिक चला
गुड,
रहा था
वेरी
मैं
गुड।
अपना।
सो
कुछ
पीजी
दिनों को
आपका
हॉस्पिटल।
अभी ऑलरेडी आप एसोसिएट हो गए क्या?
हाँ, एसोसिएट हो गए सर, एसोसिएट हुए को
हाँ
डेढ़
हाँ
साल
हाँ
हो गए
हाँ
मुझे।
हाँ। ओके ओके। तो उधर कितना का इंटेक, कितना कॉलेज, कितना स्टूडेंट्स का इंटेक है वो आपका कॉलेज?
द्रोणाचार्य कॉलेज सर, जिसमें मैं अभी एसोसिएट हूँ।
हेलो।
हेलो, हाँ जी सर, 60 स्टूडेंट्स का इंटेक है सर।
हाँ हाँ उधर।
जी सर, द्रोणाचार्य आयुर्वेदिक एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट में इधर 60 स्टूडेंट्स का इंटेक है सर।
एक्चुअली मेरा सिस्टम पे थोड़ा स्लो चल रहा है नेटवर्क, तो लेट मी वेट फॉर फ्यू सेकेंड्स मोर। तब तक लोग भी ज्वाइन करेंगे तो और अच्छा रहेगा।
जी सर।
तो एग्जैक्टली आपका केस मीन्स अदर जो भी आपका एरिया है डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्लेस है सारंगपुर, आई बिलीव वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्लेस रहेगा।
जी सर, डिस्ट्रिक्ट है।
ओके ओके। तो आयुर्वेदिक अवेयरनेस है, पेशेंट्स का अवेयरनेस है उधर?
सर अवेयरनेस क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, अभी धीरे धीरे क्रिएट हो रहा है अवेयरनेस।
ओके। तो आप हाइब्रिड भी किए हो?
हाँ सर, ओपीडी भी है, आईपीडी भी है, पंचकर्म सेटअप है पूरा।
ओके ओके।
Recording in progress. Recording in progress. Recording in progress. Recording in progress.
Hello. Yes, now we are ready. Let me start with the presentation. So before, usually, I have started this particular Ayurpreneur Academy with an intention. The system is yes. Yes, welcome Dr. Sujala. And we are just starting because some technical glitches. There was a issue, so we are late to start. Now I believe that my screen is visible and my PPT, my mastermind mind map is visible. Let me see in my other system so that, yeah. So welcome all. Once again, I welcome all of you to Ayurpreneur Academy, the Ayurveda School of Entrepreneurship. So this particular academy I have founded with because I could understand the problem of Ayurveda education system is broken, isn't it? Even though there is a great what you call the Harsh, can you confirm me whether my screen is visible?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible, sir.
Okay, I don't know why my system is not giving real time. So okay, anyway. So how many of you agree with me that there is your market is there, herbal medicine market is there, which is expected to grow 348 billion US dollar by 2028. But unfortunately, 95% of our Ayurveda graduates and postgraduates are not able to make out of this opportunity. Isn't it? I believe that all of you agree. That's why I call our education system is broken. Okay. So the solution, then what is solution? Solution is very simple. What I found is we need to have clarity. We need to give clarity to our students and our doctors about the area of the concepts, and we need to develop the competence in them, and we need by that we should be helping them to attract the cash flow or influence the cash flow. But unfortunately, the three blockages what I could make out in the last 20 years of my uh, as a teacher, as a consultant, as an administrator, that the three blockages are there, which I call them as internal resistances. That is, most of our students, they lack the congruence. The congruence means what? Their values, their belief system, their thoughts, and their actions are not in alignment with Ayurveda, and because of that, they are not getting the result. The second biggest the problem with our students and our education system is that we are not helping our students to identify their passion, their skills, which can be in demand in the market. That is what I call it as lack of convergence. Okay. And this lack of convergence, if this particular intersecting, what to call this convergence circle, if it have been taught to our students that if what the passion and skill they are having, if that is there in the market, it is in demand in the market, our students will definitely get that confidence. And the easiest thing now is as post COVID, as the Ayurveda awareness has increased, our students, all of us, we need to do only two things, which doesn't require any money. Okay, that is loving Ayurveda and becoming good at Ayurveda, because already Ayurveda has got a huge market size, as I told, as I displayed in the first or the slide, where uh, especially post COVID, a lot of Ayurveda awareness and the demand is there for Ayurveda experts. So now we are in the golden era of Ayurveda, and we need to make an opportunity. We have to grab this opportunity. And how it is possible? It is not becoming possible because we are not in the mood to collaborate with our own Ayurveda friends. Most of us, most of the Ayurveda students, Ayurveda doctors, Ayurveda teachers, Ayurveda graduates, postgraduates, we hesitate to collaborate with each other to develop. That is what I call the internal resistance. Third number is lack of collaboration. So I believe that all of you agree with this one, isn't it? So these three problems are making us to live a mediocre lifestyle and depending on the allopathic medicines. Okay. The strategy, now what should be the strategy? Strategy is again simple. We should have a system which will guide us to use Ayurveda to the proficiency and build our ecosystem, which will be giving us both active as well as passive income through the Ayurveda. Okay. So that system has to be there, because people may fail, but system will not fail. And we need to have a community which will be supporting each other and collaborating for a business growth. And a mentorship should be there to guide all these, the system as well as the community. So that's what I call it as Ayurpreneur success significance triangle, which is inclusive of mentor, community, and the system. So community should have 6 C's. That is a conviction in Ayurveda, clarity in Ayurveda, competency with Ayurveda, confidence with Ayurveda, and consistently using Ayurveda and collaborating for Ayurveda growth as well as business and expanding our expertise into the market. And that's why system, what I call it as Ayurveda business model. So if you are a member of Ayurpreneur Academy, or if you already went through Ayurpreneur Silver members, if you are there, if you went through the courses, you will be understanding what is Ayurpreneur business model. So the 3 secrets, what I suggest for Ayurveda growth is, even though you may be doing good with Ayurvedic medicine, but to reach the global level, you need to have the secret number one, that is niche clarity. You should be specific. You should be known for one expertise, not for all the disease. So that is what I call niche clarity. So if you have got a niche clarity, which has got, you need to identify one problem. You should have one unique solution for that, and a target customer, a clear target customer. So if you have got all these three in place, you will be conquering that first secret and will be utilizing that first secret to establish your Ayurveda career. The second secret is authority development. So once you identified your niche, you need to develop your authority in that particular niche. You should be, whenever that particular problem is thought in the market, your name should be appearing, that should be flashing in the minds of the patients, and it should be everywhere on the digital spaces. So authority building can be done by niche research, skill acquisition, and branding yourself as an expert of that. Okay, so that is the second secret, what I suggest for all my Ayurpreneur Academy members and the people who are listening, or whenever they attend the Friday Ayurpreneur Mastermind sessions. Secret number 3, how we can influence the cash flow, is what I found is the 3 way are there where we can make money using Ayurveda. We can offer unique services through Ayurveda. We can create our own products, both physical as well as digital. Okay, it may be educative, or it may be what you call the therapeutic. It may be diagnostic. So whatever products you are able to make, or even you can be an author, where you'll be earning money by writing a book. And third, what I found is
the 21st century is of affiliate marketing. So we need to promote each other's programs, each other's services, each other's products, and by that we should have win-win policy where we'll be getting incentive each other and we'll be sharing the revenue. Okay, that is what I call the uh, promotional income. And Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub is again what you call a community, which I call the Ayurveda business community. Okay, the purpose of founding this Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub is to elevate the self-confidence and self-esteem of the Ayurveda professionals, which is missing. That has made me to found this Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub, where a community of all those Ayurveda doctors, Ayurveda professionals, Ayurveda graduates, who have got the vision to empower themselves with Ayurveda concepts and clear mindset and competent skill set to build Ayurveda entrepreneurships. Okay, so the mission of Ayurpreneur Academy and Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub is to help 10 million Ayurveda professionals to achieve and live entrepreneurial lifestyle to accomplish the social and professional significance which is missing in the society. We are not getting that significance what we deserve, and the financial abundance and time freedom using our Ayurpreneur business model. That is the mission of Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub. So Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub has identified 7 revenue models. Okay, 7 revenue models, which is integrative medical practice, pure Ayurveda practice, Ayurveda coaching or health coaching, Ayurveda startups, technology-driven Ayurveda or startups or the businesses, research and publications, and agricultural or dairy farming with Ayurveda to help Ayurveda doctors and Ayurveda stakeholders to have a collaborative revenue sharing model. So that everybody will bring their share. So helping each other, okay, helping each with their own expertise, what are the 7 verticals we have identified as revenue models. So the persona of these 7 will help the Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub members to help each other and share the revenue so that we can flourish together. We can learn together, we can grow together, we can earn together. Okay, so digital platform is what we suggest along with the physical, what we call the platform. So if you are not on the digital platform, I suggest you to have your own website where you will be reaching the global market. You can visit our Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub website. You'll get the ideas how you can build your own website. Okay, so Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub members, as a part of membership, they get courses, pre-recorded courses to learn and advance with their earning, certifications to display and establish their authority, coaching and consultation, and community support and collaboration to earn and learn. So the pre-recorded courses are there, lot of pre-recorded courses based on the membership. So Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub is with that mission and vision. Okay, so even it is guided by code of honor, conviction in Ayurveda, clarity with Ayurveda, competency in Ayurveda, confidence to practice Ayurveda or use Ayurveda to make revenue, consistency in using Ayurveda, collaboration with Ayurveda professionals to grow and expand your reach and help each other, contribute for each other's growth, not to compete, but to contribute. The community is formed, courage to use Ayurveda, and freedom to run your Ayurvedic practice or business from anywhere, any part of the globe. Okay, so let us leverage the strength of the community, and I welcome all of you to join Lifestyle Hub whenever you find it is feasible. Okay. So that is about Ayurpreneur Academy, what the exactly mission and vision, as well as the I have got a dream of building a community of all Ayurveda doctors supporting each other, so that we need not to live a mediocre lifestyle. We deserve better life. We deserve the social significance, professional significance, and financial abundance and time freedom. Okay, so that is all about Ayurpreneur Academy. Now every Friday, now I am running all of them free of cost. Near future, these webinars where I'll be delivering many times. Most of the time, I'll be calling other experts of our the fraternity, as well as I'll be calling experts from either legal heads or the business part, business coaches, finance coaches, and there are a lot of plans are there, and already the whole year schedule is being prepared, where you'll be getting the knowledge from different experts of different domains, not only from Ayurveda. Okay, so I request all of you who are watching this on YouTube and who are live, if resonate with my mission, my vision, and if you want to be part of this particular greater mission to empower our Ayurveda doctors, I request you to join Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub, Ayurpreneur Academy by visiting Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub website. So now for today's topic, that is the most important 6 mental models what I came across, which may help us to build our Ayurveda empire. Okay, the people who are already enlightened with Ayurvedic perspectives and Ayurvedic, what you call the who believe in Ayurveda, you will be amazed to know that you are in the right path. That's what these mental models, when I came across, I felt that I should share these mental models with all my other friends and colleagues, so that you will have that clarity. You will have that clarity what to do with your professional career, and you will develop that competency, and you will be understanding how to scale your Ayurveda business and entrepreneurship. Okay, so let us start with today's presentation. So Ayurpreneur Academy, the Ayurveda School of Entrepreneurship, started in 2022, launched in December 2022 at World Ayurveda Congress, Goa. And I thank all of you who have made your presence in this presentation, as well as the people who are watching it on live on YouTube or the recording of the same on YouTube, for investing your time, your energy in the greater mission of building a vibrant community of Ayurveda entrepreneurs. So I thank you on behalf of myself as well as my wife, the co-founder of this Ayurpreneur Academy and Ayurpreneur Labs Lab, Dr. Krishna Kuroli and third. So the topic is most important 6 mental models to build your extraordinary Ayurveda career. So in this session, we will be looking into what are the mental models, what exactly mental models mean, why we need to understand those mental models to decide our career path, how we can use these mental models to build our successful Ayurveda career, and which mental models will help us to scale our Ayurveda business. The objective of this session is to give you clarity and confidence and conviction in Ayurveda, and conviction in your own aim and goal if you are hoping for an Ayurveda career, with the end goals of achieving the social and professional significance, financial abundance, and time freedom. Okay, so the mental models basically are the what you call the assumptions, our own what you call the thoughts, belief systems, values, and how we think and how we visualize the world, external world. Because right from the birth, once we started understanding the external world, we could learn everything from the external environment, from our parents, from our friends, teachers, social elements, social events. So all of those are the deeply held assumptions and generalization that has influenced us to understand the world. They are all the mental models. Okay. So learning to identify our own mental models so that we can become aware that how, at what level or how we are thinking, how we are thinking. So exactly our, to understand our own thought process, or to understand how our particular the domain or the people who are in the domain are behaving, how our patients they behave, what is their expectations, how our own Ayurveda colleagues behave, how our students behave, how our parents behave, how our relatives behave. So where, how we can use Ayurveda by understanding these particular mental models. So once we are able to understand our own mental models, what is our belief system, what is our thought process, what is our attitude, what are our behaviors, and at the same time understanding the the people whom we are serving, that will help us to build a very successful career when we adjust or we learn, unlearn, or relearn, okay, what is required. So as Alvin Toffler said, the illiterate of 21st century will not be who cannot read and write, but the one who cannot learn, who cannot unlearn what he has learned already, or whatever thoughts, whatever belief system he's having, even if it is biased, if it is his personal perspective which is affecting his career, but he's not ready to unlearn it from a mentor or from other systems or education system or any resources, and he is not ready to relearn, he will be the most illiterate of the 21st century. Because it is very much true that it is very difficult to unlearn the things which we are knowing and which we are believing. Even if it is affecting our career, even it is affecting our particular goals, but still we are attached with that so much that we fail to detach from it. So these mental models help us understand ourselves, scrutinize our mental models, our belief system, our behaviors, why we are succeeding, why we are not succeeding in the career. And by that, you'll have that clarity, a focus, a conviction, a confidence, a courage to move forward in Ayurveda career. Because this is the mental models of the philosophy of learning the new things which are really required for our growth. They help us to understand the big and the most important elements of different disciplines and use them for our greater purpose. So we need not to have one or two mental models. If you are only expert with one or two, what you call the basic elements, which may not complete, which may not help you to have a 360, what you call the skills. Okay, so you need to learn lot of mental models. Need not to be expert in those mental models, but at least the what you call the soul of that, a gist of that particular mental model, if you are understood, a principle of that mental model, if you are understood, and if you use that in your day-to-day life, maybe in your career, maybe in your personal life, maybe in your professional life, okay, maybe in your business, maybe in your social life, you will be successful. That is what advocated in Ayurveda also. Bhushastra Adhyayana. The Ayurveda also says that you need to read lot of or learn lot of things from different domains, different what you call disciplines. Because we cannot have that complete wisdom with only one what you call the uh, set of academic learning or only one department of academy. We need to learn from different aspects because ultimately we are dealing with the life. We need to be complete. At least we need to we need to know what exactly is happening with the patients. What exactly is needed for our customers, our clients, if you are into the business. What is the biggest problem? How it can be solved? And if you have got all those skills to provide that solution, you will be you'll be doing a great justice for the patients or your customers. At the same time, you will be developing a new productive and more positive and with a greater and wider perspectives mental models in yourself. Because mental models, whatever we are having, we'll be adapting it, we'll be putting into action, we'll be implementing in our day-to-day life. And what happens, what the result comes out of that. Okay. Accordingly, the result will be reinforcing our mental models and new mental models will be developed. So ultimately, whatever our assumptions are there, our own belief system is there, we'll be acting. And once those behaviors, as per our actions or behaviors, whatever we acted, whatever result has come, whether positive or negative, depending upon that, if it has come positive, our mental model, whatever we are living with, or our belief system, whatever we're living it with it, that becomes consolidated, that becomes validated. But if you get the negative results, you need to change it. That is how our day-to-day life goes on. That's why learning never ends. We need to keep on learning, updating ourselves with newer ideas, newer concepts, newer principles, and newer researches, newer skills. Okay, because ultimately we are here to create. All the Ayurveda doctors are not the survivors. We are the creators. That's why we need to develop those mental models which us to deal with the real life problems where we can provide a better solution for our patients, and by that we will be reinforcing those successful mental models in ourselves as well as our next generation. Why these mental models are required is we cannot really know anything if we just remember isolated facts. See what happens if you are knowing the bits and bits of the particular subject or particular what you call the problem, a particular solution, not connected. If the dots are not connected, you are not going to remember it. That is what the most of our Ayurveda students they face this problem, because as modern texts, modern books, they have got everything documented in a more systematic way and in a particular chapter in an orderly fashion. That's why reading modern books appears easy for us and we remember it for a longer period and we feel easy to implement it. But when it comes to Ayurveda, when our classics or Brihatrays or Laghutrays, they are the treasure of Ayurveda, but unfortunately we do not have that interest or enthusiasm to read all those Sanhitas, because the the knowledge is or the points are scattered. We need to go for cross references. That's what I call as the points are isolated and we need to connect them. That is what we call the lattice work. Lattice work means you need to knit them together like a mesh. So when the points are connected, the dots are connected, then you'll be able to get that confidence, clarity about the concepts, and that you can use in the practice with more courage and more conviction, with more authority. Even Ayurveda has explained its own mental models, that is Pratyaksha, Anumana, Yukti, Aptopadesha, and Upamana. Isn't it? So these are nothing but the mental models only. So mental models are the tools to learn the mental models. Mental models are the tools to know yourself. Mental models are to acquire the knowledge and implement it, use it. Okay, that is what you need to connect that. So it is a lattice work should be done. That is, we need to connect the points which may be written or expressed in different chapters, in different sthanas, but if they are correlated together and if they can give the solution, in that way we need to prepare that lattice work. That is how our Pratyaksha, Anumana, Yukti, Upamana, and Aptopadesh should be used. Now, what is the modern mental models are helping us? We can use modern mental models to have a blueprint to draw our attention to important elements to define the context, background, and direction. Okay, so we need to neglect the very subtle things, the gist of the superficial level, in the greater aspect. If you can understand the gist of the principle, you'll be able to save the time, you'll be able to save the energy, and you'll be fast to use it. That is what how the blueprint can be created with using the mental models. The mental models will help us to gain the understanding of a particular or the subject or the particular principle or particular solution or particular event, even though we may lack actual knowledge or we may not have experienced it. Okay, but still we'll be able to make optimal decisions. You need not to go very deeper into that. Okay, even with the superficial knowledge, and if you use the proper mental model with the less efforts, you can understand more and you can implement more and you can use it more. The third most important benefit of the mental models is understanding of the situation and predicting the future results. You can predict the future results. You can understand the situation and accordingly can predict the future results. These mental models help us to filter out all those noise which is unnecessary for us and reach to the most important required, what you call the direction. Okay. And mental models, they have varied perspectives, not a single perspective. See, when it is your individual perspective, there are more chance of making error, misjudgments. But once you have got different perspectives by using mental models, your particular whatever the judgment is there, it will be perfect, at least near perfect, and you will not be making any errors. So which is much required for our medical facilities and medical services. We are here to give near perfect or perfect solutions for the patients, not with erroneous, what you call the solutions. They assist us in more clear thinking, better decisions, and finding clarity in confusion. So most of Ayurveda students, Ayurveda graduates, postgraduates, doctors, we suffer with confusion. What to do or not to do. Which drug is supposed to be selected, which drug should not be selected. What is the diagnosis? What is doshic involvement? So a lot of confusions, which is because, see, when you are in confusion, you won't get that confidence. And that confusion can be cleared only by clarity. And once you get the clarity, you'll have that confidence. So mental models are very much needed to get that clarity, confidence, and by that we can get rid of that confusion, which is haunting all the Ayurveda doctors, Ayurveda professionals throughout their life because of a broken education system. So these particular mental models can be used to prevent the human errors, misjudgments, and become selectively deaf, because we need not to listen to everything whichever is going on in the world. We need to be laser focused with our particular niche, the problem with what we are addressing, the solution with what we are addressing. We need to be only focused on that. For that, mental models are going to help us. Okay. So these mental models in this session, I'll give you 6 mental models, 2 each for why to set an Ayurveda practice or Ayurveda career, when to start your Ayurveda career, and how to scale your Ayurveda career. So 2 mental models for each particular, what you call the purposes. Okay, the 3 purposes: why to set Ayurveda practice or Ayurveda career, when to start, what is the right time to start, and how to scale. Okay, so for that you need to be ready to evaluate yourself. What mental models you are having? What is your behavior? Whether your behavior is aligning with Ayurveda principles or not, whether you believe in Ayurveda or not, whether you have got conviction in Ayurveda or not. Because even the mental models are for every aspect of your life, but in this session I'll be only only dealing with Ayurveda career and mental models. So you need to evaluate yourself, scrutinize yourself, that what your actions, whether your actions are in alignment with the Ayurveda or not. Whether you have that mental model where in your mental model you have got conviction with Ayurveda and you are using it for the Ayurveda practice, or you are using your Ayurveda knowledge by your conviction, by your clarity, by your confidence to set your Ayurveda career. Once you find that if any of the mental models are not in line with your career, your dream goal, you need to shift from there. Okay, you should think what models you should adopt. You need to understand those things. So I am going to make it easy for you by giving you 6 mental models where you need to break your head. You can directly take that recipe and go ahead with your Ayurveda career. Okay. So the basic question when it comes, what exactly we want from our life? Based on this answer, the mental models come into action. So you need to ask yourself what exactly you want from your life. Most of us, we are supposed to, but unfortunately, many of us, we don't ask ourselves. But ultimately, when it is asked, the easiest answer will be everybody want to be successful. Everybody wants success in their life. But unfortunately, success is subjective. It varies from person to person. But as I am on a mission to help Ayurveda professionals to make their Ayurveda career, for me, it is supposed to be only one thing, that as per Earl Nightingale, you need to have your own worthy ideal. You need to decide what is your worthy ideal. Once you realize what is your worthy ideal, you are already successful. So once you make progress in that achieving that worthy idealness, that ideal goal, you are going to be successful. So success is the progressive realization of predetermined worthwhile personal goals. Again, as I told you, as Ayurpreneur Academy, Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub, they have got only one mission, to empower Ayurveda doctors with Ayurveda knowledge and help them to make Ayurveda career. So your worthy ideal should be a successful Ayurveda expert. So you need to break your head now. What is success for you? For you, the success is becoming a ideal, successful Ayurvedic expert. So once, if you have decided this, if you have defined this particular thing, becoming an Ayurveda expert who will be successful in his life by serving the globe with his unique Ayurvedic products or services, you are already successful. And you are on the path of achieving these three aims, that is three ashanas: praneshana, dhaneshana, and parlokeshana. So praneshana is having your own physical and mental well-being and free from the disease and taking care of yourself. Dhaneshana is earning to meet up your needs and wants and support your dependents and do charity and get that particular freedom to do whatever you want. And parlocation is helping others. By that you will be becoming significant. As our life progresses with the four stage, that scarcity, survival, success, and significance. The scarcity is in the initial phase. All of us, we live in the scarcity because we are dependent on our parents for our daily needs and requirements. But once we start earning, we become survival stage and we are able to take care of our dependents. But that is not the only life. That is only a pranation stage. But once you succeed, what do you know success means? Success is when you are having that time freedom and financial abundance to do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do, how many times you want to do. If you get that freedom from both financially as well as time, you are successful. That is the nation. But we are supposed to become significant, where we will be making our mark in this world, in this globe, where we will become irreplaceable by adding value to others' life. That is what parlocation. And these 5 F's are required for us: fitness, freedom, time freedom and financial freedom; social and professional significance, that is fame; fortune, that is abundance; and family, which will take care of your legacy and remember you generation to come. But unfortunately, when we want to achieve this, we always stand in a crossroad. We always come across 2 ways. One is the easy way, another one is the right way. Okay, and unfortunately, most of us, we get trapped into that easy way. Because we don't want to go out of the comfort zone. Okay, so if you are ready to exercise more self-discipline and willpower to choose the right way over the easy way, then you need to understand this PFE formula. Okay, you need to understand this PFE formula. PFE formula is, you need to have a purpose. You should find out your purpose, for what purpose you are living. You should have faith in that purpose and you should persist with that purpose. Then only you will be successful. And this session, and especially for Ayurveda professionals, this particular, our purpose is to find or create a blue ocean strategy where Ayurveda doctors will be flourishing. They'll be creating their own blue ocean, where blue ocean is, it is newer market. You are going to create a new market. You are going to have your own new products and services to offer, which are time tested. And by that, you will be standing unique and you will be standing out of the market. You will be standing out of the competition. If you go with allopathic medical practice, you will be into red ocean, where demand is less, supply, sorry, what you call it? The demand is less, competition is more. Where in blue ocean, competition is less, demand is more. So in detail, the blue ocean details I'll be dealing with in my next upcoming webinars. But these mental models we are going to use to create our own blue ocean, where we live without any competition, with lot of abundant opportunities, where we not to bother about the market. We will be creating our own market, our own Ayurpreneur market, our own Ayurveda market, which will be helping us to live a stress-free life and achieving those goals which I told in the initial of the session, that is social significance, professional significance, social abundance, and time freedom. And the other purpose of using these 6 mental models is to have new desired state and becoming significant. Okay, so once you want to achieve these purposes, if you want to create your own blue ocean, and if you want to become significant by creating your new identity, and you want to achieve if you want to achieve your new desired state, okay, you need to avoid the path of least resistance. You need to avoid this. जहाँ पे रेजिस्टेंस नहीं है, उस पाथ में जाना बंद करना. जहाँ पे तकलीफें नहीं है, जहाँ पे चैलेंजेस नहीं है, आप उस रास्ते पे नहीं जाना चाहिए. That is how you need to avoid the path of least resistance. Because if resistance is there, that means you are on the right path. If you are finding challenges to practice Ayurveda, that means you are on the right path. Because that is going to lead to blue ocean. Because the most easiest way will be traveled by all the other people. Most of the people will be traveling the easiest way, easiest path. But if you want to be successful, if you want to be significant, if you want to beat that competition, if you want to create your own blue ocean, you need to walk the path which is full of challenges, full of resistances, and choosing the right path over the easy path. You need to choose the right things on the easy things, so that you will not be self-sabotaging yourself. You will not be self-sabotaging. If you are avoiding resistance means you are self-sabotaging. आप अपने आप से धोखा कर रहे हो, अपने आप से क्राइम कर रहे हो. Because the path of least resistance is often traveled even if the route is much longer. That is what I was telling. Even though it is longer, like cross allopathic general practice, which is usually taken by most of our students. That is 95% of our students, they take that route. And unfortunately, they have to work for a longer period to accumulate that particular wealth. Because wealth accumulation cannot be easy with the allopathic general practice, because a lot of people are there. But it appears to be easy. That's why everybody goes there. And unfortunately, they are supposed to work for more longer years compared to a person with his own blue ocean. Especially Ayurveda, if you create your own blue ocean, if you are known as an Ayurveda expert, you will be earning 10x more than what your friends who are doing allopathic general practice will be earning in the initial phase, or maybe throughout their career. You can earn within 10 years. If they are supposed to earn that amount, or that what you call the respect, they have to work for 30 to 40 years. which you can gain within 10 years. Okay. So if what you want appears too easy to achieve, you are probably missing something. So if it is whatever your goal, whatever professional career, if it is appearing less challenging, no challenges, no obstacles, no problems, that means you are not going to be significant. You are not going to create something big. Because when you want to have the real rewards of your life, there are no shortcuts. You need to work hard. You need to solve the problems. Okay. You need not limit your choices. If you limit your choices, then what seems possible or reasonable, okay, to the only what is possible by being in the comfort zone, and you are unfortunately what you call the deceiving yourself, because you are disconnecting from yourself. So if you got in your internal, in your what to call the heart mind, if it is thinking of becoming a very great personality who should be remembered for decades to come, centuries to come, you need to take challenging path. Whenever you are planning something, and if you come across the words, but I am going to do Ayurveda practice, but I am going to do Ayurveda practice because but it is different from what other people are doing. If any such but, लेकिन, अगर ऐसे शब्द अगर आपके दिमाग में आ रहे हैं, इसका मतलब देयर इज अ रेजिस्टेंस एंड दैट इज गुड. सो आपको अगर कोई भी करियर चूज करने में व्हेन यू आर फाइंडिंग डिफिकल्टी, दैट मीन्स it is rarest career or rarest path which will going to make you great. Challenge will be there, but you will become greater. You will become distinct. You will become unique. You will become expert compared to your colleagues who have started their career at the easiest way. Because easiest path or the least resistance path will always guarantee failure in the life. The people who are doing allopathic practice, cross general practice, they are under stress. Many times they get the notices. Even IMA is behind them. It is requesting governments to stop that allopathic practice by the alternative streams of medicine people. So they are under stress always. They are at the insecurity regarding their professional career. And that is the failure. It won't make you proud. You'll be living a very, what to call the guilty life or insecure life. You'll be having that legal phobia. That's why whenever you are means what you call the provoked to take the easiest path, you need to think about your future self and ask yourself. You ask yourself, after 10 minutes, how will you be feeling if you take this particular path? After 10 hours or after 10 days. For example, if you take up an easiest way, which is not in line with your particular mental model, your particular consciousness, then you will start feeling regret. You'll start feeling guilty after 10 minutes. In the present moment, you may enjoy it, you may feel comfortable with a little tinge of the guilt, but after 10 minutes, that pleasure will go off. Then the reality comes into, and you will be blaming yourself. So you need to, whenever you are tempted to take a easiest path, especially with a career, professional career, you are tempted to take the general allopathic practice, ask yourself after 10 minutes or 10 minutes will be very small. After 10 days, after 10 years, where you will be finding yourself? Whether it will be successful or failure. You may be making money, but with what stress? At the cost of your time. cost of your health, cost of your family life, at the cost of your family life, isn't it? So general practice requires, allopathic general practice requires round the clock physical presence, time. You are trading your time and personal life, your energy for petty money. So the path of resistance, path of the loser. Wake up. And resistance way lies in between you and what you want. So whatever you want, it cannot become easily. If it comes easily, that means you are not on the right path. You are at the wrong path. That's why you need to think like an entrepreneur. You should think about entrepreneurship so that you can minimize your regret. So the mental model number 2 is why you should think for Ayurveda is if you don't want to regret at, at your old age, you need to establish your own Ayurveda blue ocean. If you want to become great, choose the least resistance. Don't choose the least resistance path. Avoid the least resistance path. And if you don't want to regret at your old age for not taking the particular resistance path which is waiting for you by having your own Ayurveda blue ocean, which will be going to give you an abundant lifestyle, the 5 apps, okay, which will be making you significant with less stress, less time investment, less physical trading. You need to think of Ayurveda career. So that is what Jeff Bezos, okay, who created Amazon, he framed this particular regret minimization framework. Okay, so if you want to avoid the regrets, okay, make the regret the centerpiece of your decision making calculus. So visualize yourself. आज अगर आप 20 years के हो, 30 years के हो, जो भी हो, you visualize yourself, you are at the 80 years age and ask yourself what you did with your life. Whether you did wrong by not adopting the Ayurveda career, or you did right for going away from the Ayurveda career. If and I'm see the answer may be different for as per your perspective, as per your emotions, as per your what conviction in Ayurveda. If you believe in Ayurveda and if you want to make Ayurveda career and still you are unfortunately trapped into that easy way of practicing allopathy medicine, general practice I am speaking, cross allopathic medicine practice, definitely you are going to regret because your inner calling was to practice Ayurveda. Your inner calling was to use Ayurveda for the betterment of the people. Your inner calling was to create your own big Ayurpreneur ecosystem. But unfortunately, you have not taken action on that and you got trapped into the easiest way of going for cross allopathic medical practice and you are going to regret. So if you want to minimize that regret, if your inner calling is towards Ayurveda, to minimize that regret, you need to consult your future you while making decisions. Okay, so that this regret, if you feel, once you consult yourself, visualizing yourself as at 80 years of age, and the answer comes that if you need to take an Ayurveda niche, Ayurveda career to create your life, create life for others, add value for others. Okay. And if you do not take that action, you will start feeling regret now only. That is 10, 10, 10. After 10 minutes, 10 days, or 10 hours, whatever. By that, you get motivation to come out of that regret and adopt your inner calling. So the simple way is, in X number of years, will I regret taking this action or not taking this action should be your question to yourself. You need to ask question to yourself. In next 10 years or 20 years, 30 years or 40 years, whatever, whether I'll regret taking this decision or not taking this decision. And based on that answer, you go ahead, because then you're not being any regrets. Because you ask self, you ask the future self, and you are decided, and you finalize, and you walk on that path. And whatever happens afterwards, whatever may be the result, you will not regret, because you will be responsible for whatever the result will be. Okay, so if you want to avoid that red ocean where the allopathic super specialists are there, allopathic specialists are there, Ayurveda colleagues are there, homeopathy and Ayurveda professionals are there, and non-medicos are also prescribing the same allopathic medicine, whom I call all the big sharks. Why I want to fight with those big sharks? Being in that red ocean of allopathic general practice, you need to create your own blue ocean. If you are following without applying your mind, the majority of, unfortunately, the BMS students, 95% of students, they are going for a cross allopathic medical practice. And if you're following them, you are into the conformity. And conformity is the biggest reason for your failure. You may be enjoying the comfort. Once you start allopathic medicine, you may be having easy money. But whether you will become great, whether you will become significant, you need to answer yourself. As Mark Twain said, whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Because conventional, that general practice or the general practice or the, I will call it, teaching 9 to 5 job will not help you to achieve that greatness. Because we have got a very limited lifespan. Okay, and only entrepreneurship in Ayurveda can help you to shape your life. Okay, and COVID has blessed us. Ayurveda is surging up. Okay, post-COVID, the impact is so much that the Ayurveda market size is going to grow at a CAGR of 15.63%, and it is expected that it will be reaching 28.23 billion US dollar market size. Whole Western world will be the market for the Ayurveda. And it has been noticed that post-COVID, the wellness or Ayurveda, what we call the domain, which was growing only 15 to 20% per annum, has started growing 50 to 90%. Most of the nations have accepted now the traditional medicine, complementary medicine, the green shades, the green colors on all the nations, whatever you are seeing, they all are accepted traditional complementary medicine, and Ayurveda happens to be topmost. That's why the WHO Global Center for Traditional Medicine in Jamnagar has been laid down. So we are lucky to be Indians. So we need to create our own new identity by adopting most resistant path and following the regret minimization formula, and that comes in alignment with accepting the Ayurveda career. Then you need to create your new identity, that is Ayurpreneur. You're Ayurveda doctor with an entrepreneur mindset. You live in Ayurpreneur, which will make you expert. Doctor is a generic word. All the other medical streams, people are also called doctors, and even the post PhD, doctoral, what you call the program scholars of non-medical field are also called as doctors. But experts, they have got their unique identity. By that, You become niche specific, and that's by that you'll be creating your own blue ocean. Okay. So now when to start Ayurpreneur journey? When you need to start? Because even I face this particular problem. We always doubt our capabilities. We always think multiple times before starting Ayurveda career because we are not confident. We are not clear. We feel that we are not competent. We feel that we are still not perfect. Okay, because of that, we always hesitate to start our Ayurpreneur journey, creating our own new identity of Ayurpreneur. Then easiest way is, if you are loving Ayurveda, if you are better with Ayurveda, you can start your Ayurpreneur journey. Okay. If you want to balance the information, what you're having, the knowledge, what you're having, Ayurveda knowledge, with the action that you need to implement. Okay. And if you don't want to suffer with imposter syndrome is scrutinizing ourselves, analyzing ourselves, and telling ourselves that we are not still ready to practice Ayurveda. We are not still perfect means to practice Ayurveda. That is imposter syndrome. We what we call self-sabotage. We underestimate our capabilities. We don't feel confident of our own knowledge. That is called imposter syndrome. And that leads to analysis paralysis. We keep on analyzing whether we are ready or not, whether our knowledge is sufficient or not. If you are facing this problem, and because of that, if you are not starting, even though you are 100% driven by your purpose of accepting Ayurveda career, if you are 100% committed to use Ayurveda to build your career, and if you are 100% sure that you consistently will be working on the path of building your Ayurpreneur journey, Ayurveda career, then you need to follow this third mental model, which is called as staying in 40 to 70. Okay. The Colin Powell's rule is there, which is called as staying in 40 to 70%. Because 100% perfection it doesn't exist. Because perfection ladder is not complete. For me, my teachers appears more perfect. For you, I may appear more perfect. For your students, you will be appearing more perfect. Isn't it? My students will feel that I am perfect. I feel that my teacher is better than me. So that's why, and my teachers, they feel that their teachers are better than them. So perfection ladder is never complete. So we need not to go into analysis. If you are in between 40 to 70% with the information, with the knowledge, what you are having with Ayurveda, you are perfect to go ahead with Ayurveda career. Okay. So that is called mental model 3. That is the US General Secretary Colin Powell has founded this particular principle. Okay. If you have got less than 40% of information, you are not supposed to start because you are going to fail. Okay. But in a hurry, you want to start your career without having at least minimum 40% of either the knowledge or any knowledge for that matter, whatever you are starting with. If you in a hurry, if you start, you are definitely going to fail. And if you got the knowledge and information, whatever you want to start, specifically when it comes to Ayurpreneur Academy, Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub mission, if you are having that 40 to 70% of Ayurveda knowledge, the Ayurveda knowledge what you're having, the skill what you're having, the understanding what you're having, the actions what you can take, if all of them, it lies in between 40 to 70%, you are supposed to start your Ayurveda career right now. If you're still waiting, and if you are trying for 100% to achieve that knowledge, you are sacrificing everything for the certainty. And unfortunately, certainty doesn't exist. So don't wait to start, delay your journey, even if you are having 40 to 70% of knowledge. Otherwise, you'll be lagging behind. Most of our students, they fail here because most of our students, they think more about themselves, they scrutinize themselves, and they feel that their knowledge is not sufficient. But if you have got the knowledge in between 40 to 70%, you are perfect to go with the Ayurveda career. You can start your Ayurveda journey. The condition is that your knowledge should not be less than 40%. So you need not wait for 100%. So that is the mental model number 3. Stay within 40 to 70%. That is the right time to start. Okay, that is Colin Powell's 40/70 rule. So you can take a decision whenever you have that information or knowledge which lies between 40 to 70%, you can make better decisions and your decisions will be always right. So don't wait too long beyond 70%. So mental model number 4, which will help you to start your journey and understand what is going to work for you, is a Pareto principle. We need, see, to achieve 100% result, you need not to put 100% effort. A most solid, more consolidated, more stronger, and more what you call the perfect, focused 20% efforts will give you 80% result. That will how you will achieve that 100% result. Okay, so don't waste your energy. The what you call the less important 80% of the activities or knowledge or the information. You gather 20% of solid knowledge, concepts, clarity about Ayurveda principles. You are good to go. If you know how Karyakaran Sambandha acts, how Samanya Siddhanta can be used, how Lokapurusha Dharma can be utilized, what is Dosha Dusha Samurchana, what is Panchabhautikatva, what is Amshamshi Kalpana. These are 20%. These make the 20%. And if you are very much clear about these particular basic principles, the universal laws, what I call, that what you call the Karyakaran Sambandha, Samanya Siddhanta, Lokapurusha Dharma. If you are able to interpret these 3 universal laws, you are 20% with the solid knowledge, which will give you 80% result. I have not read Charaka Samhita completely. I have not read Sushasana completely, but I would understand 3 principles, universal laws, and I know it, and by that I am getting great results with my patients. All my 80% of the results are coming from this only 20% of efforts of understanding these 3 universal laws. So I advise you people, if you are very much clear with these basic concepts of these 3, Panchabhautikatva, Karyakaran Sambandha, Lokapurusha Dharma, Samanya Siddhanta, everywhere, maybe in the diagnosis, maybe in the treatment planning, maybe adopting the procedures, maybe selecting the medicine, okay, understanding the pathology. If you are able to connect those dots with that lattice work, okay, that particular mental model, if you can create, the Pareto principle says that you are going to get that 80% of the result what you are deserving or what you are expecting. Okay, so Wilfred Pareto Italian economist has found that many events, whatever the 80% effects, they come from the 20% of the causes. That is cause and effect relationship. So 20% of the causes are responsible for 80% of the effect. So if you are still skeptical, hesitant, start Ayurveda practice, evaluate yourself. If you got that solid 20% concept clarity or 40 to 70% of Ayurveda information, you are going to be the best expert of Ayurveda. So you need to take that step. Okay. Now, how to achieve this? How to achieve this particular entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship? How we can create our own blue ocean? How to create a blue ocean? That is by IMD formula. This formula what I created is you need to have this IMD formula. You need to create your new identity. By that you'll be considered as an expert. You need to have your new model of model of what you call the solution and new delivery system. Okay, so you can creatively solve the problems by force fitting the fresh solutions which will integrate your ideas, objects or elements. Okay, so whether they are dissimilar, maybe not related, illogical, but still, if you they help, if they are connected together, if they can help to create your new identity, new model, new delivery system, okay, you need to start with the mental model 5 that is called scamper it. Okay, the scamper stands for S for substitute, C for combine, A for adapt, M for magnify or minimize, P put to another use, E eliminate, or reverse or rearrange. Okay, so substitute means what? Many times we do it, isn't it? Many a times a particular drug, if we do not get, we'll search for the substitute drug with the same what you call the rasaguna vipaka and same karmukata, isn't? Maybe less potent, but still we use it because if the main drug what you are searching for it is not available, you are going to substitute with the same property drug which is easily available for you. That is what substitute. So you need to create your Ayurveda career, Ayurveda entrepreneurship by substituting with the available resources. Don't keep on complaining that I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. You can apply your yukti, and if you can find whatever is a available resource is there, and that resource is substitute to the main resource which is required for particular action, you need to substitute it. C for combine. You can combine 2 or more drugs to get that better result. You can combine 2 or more procedures to get better result without violating, without contradicting the principles of Ayurveda. Okay, if you are in align with the principles, if you are able to combine, okay, new means multiple elements, drugs, procedures to give better result, then you are at the right path. Adapt, okay, that is you need to adjust the things. It comes in maybe procedures, you may be adjusting it. Okay, maybe in the drugs, you may be adjusting. Isn't it? Many times we do it. You need to adjust. You need to modify whatever if the new ideas is coming. If the problem is there with a particular thing, or the classical things are cannot be used in a particular season, a particular prakriti person, a particular desha, or because of non-availability medicine, you need to modify it. Either you need to maximize or you need to minimize the certain things to get the better result. put to another use. For example, the Kshar Sutra was indicated in Nadi Vruna. It was not explained in Bagandhara. It was explained for Nadi Vruna. But it has been put to another use. It has got more popularity in Bagandhara, where it was mentioned. Classically, the Kshar Sutra has appeared in the Nadi Vruna Chikitsa, but it is now being used frequently, popularly, okay, inevitably in Bagandhara. That is how put to another use. So whatever Ayurvedic treasure you are having, Ayurvedic knowledge you are having, Ayurvedic products you are having, Ayurvedic procedures you are having, you can use as per the in alignment with the Ayurvedic principles for other uses also. Shastra has never prohibited you using or making permutation combination of the drugs or the procedures for other diseases or conditions. You need to eliminate things which are not used for present day, and you need to reverse or rearrange the things as per your requirement. So if you use this camper model, okay, you'll be an innovator. You can be an entrepreneur. Because the beauty of this camper model is, it is the idea, okay, to come up with something new by simply modifying the old things which are existing around you. Ayurveda already told a lot of what you call the medicines, lot of procedures. We need to only scamper it. We need to simply modify them to adapt it to the present days. Isn't it? So you whenever you find some difficulty because of limited resources, or because of the seasonal variations, or because of the geographical variations, or because of the what you call the constitutional variations, you need to modify the what you call the available resources, procedures, and in alignment with the Ayurvedic principles, you can scamper it and you can become entrepreneur, or you can start your Ayurpreneur journey, you can start your Ayurpreneurship, which will definitely give you success and significance. Last but not the least, the sixth mental model is get back to the first principles. Okay, so it is like challenging the present solutions. Okay, so especially when it comes to allopathic conditions, allopathic diagnoses, allopathic remedies, don't accept as it is. Don't accept it without questioning. I'll tell you a story. Okay. Even though I'm a child expert professor, but I started believing in mental management of physical disease. Because see, I challenge the what you call the present solutions. See, when I was in Vadodara, in Parul Institute, I came across a patient who came into my OPD, and who came into my OPD with indwelling catheter in his bladder. Retention of urine was there. He was with a police catheter with the Euro bag in his hand, and he came to me with a diagnosis of prostate of fourth grade. His prostate was weighing around 93 grams, and he was posted for TURP, transurethral resection of the prostate. And because he was applying for the Ayushman Bharat card, the OT was posted 20 days after, because they were supposed to get the approval from the government. So there was a waiting period for him, the 20 days waiting period for him for getting that surgery done. And as the patient was from Madhya Pradesh, and he thought that for the 20 days, he wanted to try with Ayurveda medicine so that he can get some relief before the surgery. So I admitted him. I started with plain Dashmula Kashaya Yoga Basti, Dashmula Kashaya Niruha, and Dashmula Taila Anvasana. And to my surprise, after 7th day of the Basti, I took out his catheter and his stream was such like it was flowing like what to call the flood. So the urine, what to call the factory on that he was passing urine, the stream flow rate was 15 seconds, which is so that is how made challenge. I have this first principle thinking. So what problem you come across in clinical practice? In clinical practice, even though the stalwarts of the science have no it, and they must have suggested some solution which is available as per the current scenario, as per the contemporary science. But you need to list those particular solutions. Whatever the assumptions having, what belief system you are having as per the modern contemporary science, then go on breaking down it to the basic principles as per the Ayurveda. As per the Ayurveda, go. Of course, once again, there is a hello, am I audible? Hi, Harsh.
Sir, your voice is breaking in between, but you are audible.
Yes, thank you. The other system has lost its connection. That's why the PPT was there, no? That has lost its connection. So I'm again entering into that. So meantime, these are 6 mental models, Harsh, what usually we are supposed to look into whenever we are planning our. Okay. So usually what as you must have experienced. You are also a teacher now. Many of our students they face this problem that we always suffer all these what imposter syndrome, then unless balance will be there, and we accept the modern science as it is, and because of that we do not dare to attempt our Ayurvedic what you call the remedies which are available there. Okay, as I was telling the story, that patient because only of that yoga bhakti, the process size reduced to 39 grams from 93 grams. Okay, within 7 days. And his TURP was cancer, and even after 6-7 years, this fellow he is still okay. He is without catheter, and he didn't and he never underwent the what you call the surgery. Okay, and that is how we need to question the existing assumptions. So by that we can test our Ayurvedic what you call the procedures, medicines, and we definitely that will give us confidence to use it when we are breaking down it to coming back to the first principle. That is what Elon has practiced. So Elon Musk always changes the present assumption. Elon Musk always challenges the present system. So that he is successful. He is successful. So that is how we need to look into this. Okay, these are the 6 mental models what I said that these will give us a better perspective about why to set up our either career, why we uh, get disheartened when we are facing challenges in the career. So it will take time. But once we establish ourselves as an expert, okay, and once we create our own blue ocean with using these 6 mental models, I think that the whole world will be looking towards us, and will be making what we call a greater impact on the global health with our Ayurveda expertise, and by that will significantly replace. Okay. So that is what this today's presentation. Of course, another few slides are there, but they are not important. The gist has come up. So towards the 6 mental models, that is, first mental model is having or adopting the least or avoiding the least resistance, what we call the path, and understanding our own inner calling, what our inner calling is, exactly our emotion and is willing to do for the science, and accordingly we need to regret minimizing framework we need to follow. And when we have got that 40% of
Recording in progress.
okay, when we let me
So Harsh, this is what I was speaking about. We need to
Yes, sir.
use this first principle thinking, which Elon Musk even has. He has just a minute. This technical difficulties always. Let me stop. Okay, that is out. My number is Harsh. I'll be putting in chat box. So if you have got any questions, if you have got any issues with your practice now, you can share with me if it is possible. If I can get some ideas, I can give you.
Definitely, sir. I'll call you. And sir, I would like to call you for a guest lecture in our college if it is possible for you.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is your number 99450.
Yeah, this is my number. 9945079276.
this is my number.
Hello.
I just sent you something. Okay, with this particular this one, we have come to the end of the session. Of course, it has taken a lot of time, and I thank you, Harsh, for being here till the end.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Share that one, whatever you must have got that to your students, and they can Ayurveda first and they'll be getting access to these Friday webinars. Okay, so you can share with them.
Recording stopped.